Okay, right. Trade fucking recap. I have been on fire. I've literally not lost a single. No, I lost one trade, and then I won immediately after this week on NQ. On Forex, different story, but on NQ we're gonna focus on that because I think that's my focus for the time being. Is gonna be on futures. So today was a bit of a shit day, but it was also a good day in the sense that my fucking copy trader, I swear to God, just did not work. Like, TradeSync, it just did not want to copy my accounts, and it just took it on one account. On the only account I do not give a shit about. It's so jarring. It's not even the lead, bro. It's not even the lead account. It was an account that was on $48,017 left until blown. So it had like $17 until the max drawdown was hit, and it somehow won. But it was a banger trade nevertheless. So we're gonna go over it now. Like, this was the execution, this was the trade. But like I said, like, look, on my other Apex, which is so close to being passed, it just did not take it. It just was not there, and so yeah, I was livid. It was just a whole glitch, and it was just wrong, and the trade just disappeared when it hit my TP. It didn't even say order filled. It just disappeared. It was horrible glitch, but it happens, right? And you just got to move. But the fact that we called, I mean, I did not think it would go this low. I mean, what would that have been? That would have been a 1 to fucking, let's just flip it like that. That would be a 1 to 10. 1 to 17 RR. Are you like kidding me? 117 RR. Do you know how fucking insane that is? But obviously I would not have hold till then. I just went for the consistency of like a 1 to 1 ish. That's not right. I definitely closed the trade slightly earlier. I think it was about here because my execution was a bit shit. So yeah, that was the banger of the day, right? So let's get into it. Let's lock in a little bit. I say lock in. When am I ever locked in? That's the question. Right. Okay. So let's go over this banger of a day. Of a trade even. So coming into today, I was bearish, right? We have this kind of sell model that is paying out. Okay. We disrespected this 4 hour yesterday. We rejected it and then came back down. There's no more kind of guesswork on what the intent of the market is. We are getting this beautiful market maker sell model where we are now actually starting to trade lower from all-time highs. What could this mean? We can start looking to come down a little bit and fill this daily range at least into the discount, and that's what I'd expect is price to come down here. At the minimum, right? We are at all-time highs. We've been trading at all-time highs for ages. When price has a ripped to all-time highs, we start getting this accumulation back down, and that is probably what's going to happen. We're probably going to start. I don't know if it will happen now. It could continue going up. There's nothing to say it hasn't, but I don't really care about that. I just care about my daily bias. So we have this 4 hour market maker sell model kind of coming in, but I need a trim. I look homeless. Ignore it. Trading view. Yeah, I mean, look at that. We are definitely. Wait, are we in the fucking discount, bro? I've not even checked. I've been at work and shit. Like, let's have a look. Yeah, we have. Okay, yeah, we've inversed all these daily gaps as well. This is, yeah, we could like literally. I mean, obviously NFP day, shit like that. We can definitely start looking at just trading lower now, like for the rest of the fucking coming into next week. But anyway, neither here nor there. So that was my fucking bias coming into the day, right? Just bearish overall. Now, how was I framing this? Coming into market open or just coming into pre-market, we had this hourly fair value gap with a flat body high. Now, for me, it makes sense. I mean, if we look at where we're getting sponsored from, we're getting sponsored from this hourly fair value gap. It might have been a 4 hourly. I don't know. No, it was an hourly fair value. So we're getting this high time frame sponsorship, and we have this placed with a couple of gaps. You know, we have this gap, we got this gap, and then we had this gap. So we had 3 gaps, and for me, what would make most sense is for price to open up high, and then we get like a inversion continuation to go low. Cool, I was happy with that. Or we just dump immediately and we catch a continuation, right? Because like I said, I've not been trading futures for long, but I kind of get the gist of it is that like you're either going to get open high, close low, okay, or you're just going to open low and just close low. Like you were just gonna fucking dump and then you catch continuation. That was my bias, right? Now we had this 15-minute gap that we had traded into over here. This was an untapped 15-minute. So, and then we had this intermediate low sweep as well. So I was expecting a small rebound, but wasn't using this as a POI to go long. I wouldn't expect this back up to here. I would expect this to support price into here to then take low. So whatever liquidity was being formed here was simply just more sell side for us to take later. Okay, so coming into market open, which is nowhere near here. So we kind of flipped around a little bit, and then we get this market, we get NFP. Boom, we trade lower. One more candle. Okay. So that was your market open. Okay, cool. So we had this 50-minute fair value gap. We're inside of it. We know we had this sweep. We had this inducement. There is not, I mean, I think we have SMT at these highs. Yeah. See, we didn't really take Asia high there. So we did have SMT over here. Okay. This is kind of important, but not really. The fact that it's not really in a key level. It's above it. It's just below a key level. But on ES, it was in a key level. So that is a higher, that is like an SMT that I will be caring about a little bit. But I'm just like knackered. If I look chopped in these, just ignore, right? Anyway, so what I was kind of looking for was a quick trade, because I had to leave my house literally like 5 minutes into market open. So I was literally looking for a nice patty swing to take it, you know, to take shorts, right? So we had this unfilled 5 minute, okay, and I was looking to look for buys until here on the 1 minute. I was looking for something, and we opened low like here, and then there was just no inversions. There was no 30-second inversions. There was nothing for me to take a trade off of, and price just ripped open, right? So now we're getting this open high, close low. So we've ripped into this 5 minute. Now again, we do have a lot of liquidity here. We could definitely see us trade higher. So my condition coming into the market was that if we are bearish, we will respect this 5 minute fair value gap and we will trade bearish. If we are bullish, we will inverse this 5 minute and we can long up to here. So I had a nice condition and I had a nice scenario. Like I keep saying, you gotta react, not predict. Okay, so I'm just reacting to what the market's showing me. And this is why I prefer it to Forex, bro. I just prefer this shit to CFDs. Like today, EU was tanked because of NFP, but coming into the morning, you would have thought like it's just, yeah, this shit is so much better. Anyway, so I'm just looking at this 5 minute and I'm thinking, okay, could we go long here? Could we go short? We do have this 3 minute, and again, if we inverse this 3 minute here, I probably would have gone long, to be honest. Because of how bullish this was, plus this sweep. We didn't have SMT, unfortunately, but it was just beautiful. However, we've tapped into this 5 minute. We have swept this LRL. What do we get? We create this 1 minute FVG. Now, again, this is still a patty kind of swing in a sense that we trade higher to immediately trade lower. We can still catch this, okay? So I was looking at this 1 minute inversion, but then we did form a 2 minute inversion as well at the same time. I wanted to be extra cautious because I think the 2 minute inversion was tiny. I wanted to be extra cautious only because there was this hourly above, right? So I waited for the 2 minute. Normally, I would have taken this on a 1 minute inversion, which was right there. But I also just did not like this rejection from the 2 minute at the time. And then we did actually close through the 2 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'm in this bitch. I think it closed lower. Yeah, it closed there. So that was a really nice close. Entered here, stops on the high. And then my draw liquidity was all the way down here. So realistically, I could have targeted this. But like I said, I was at this point when I entered, as soon as I entered, I literally hopped in the car. So I wasn't looking. And I set my TP at a 1-to-1. I think it was just above a 1-to-1. It was about here. Yeah. Okay. Now, immediately, we ripped to the low, which was there. You could definitely say there's an argument to here to set break even. I don't set break even on trades. I just don't. If I've taken a trade, I've accepted the risk. Unless like I'm flying in profits and it makes sense to set break even, then I will. But other than that, no. And we get a CISD. I think we had a 5 minute CISD at the same time. Yeah, we had this 5 minute CISD that was forming. So we definitely could have traded higher. That's why I didn't set break even. and price just dumps. Okay, and then for the rest of the day, like I wasn't even looking at this point. I was coaching, but we just dump. I think there was a nice continuation short over here, which, I mean, if I was looking, once we've done this, we've inversed this gap. There's literally nothing else. We created relatively equal lows here. I mean, I personally, if I was looking at this and I see this 15-minute tap, don't know if we tapped that 15. Oh no, we rejected this one, so that's okay. I probably would have taken a trade in here as a nice continuation. You have this 5-minute fair value gap. Does price trade into it? It does. It's beautiful. I don't know if we inverse it or not. Maybe. But then, yeah, you get this 1-minute CISD. There isn't any gaps really to trade on there. Do have this 2-minute. I'd probably look for the 3-minute as confirmation. Yeah, okay. I'd probably enter off this inversion. And I mean, my risk reward would be horrible there. So I'd probably look at this as a retest and target these equal lows. Again, for another 1-to-1. Tapped in. And yeah, so there was a lot of opportunity today. If you don't trade NQ, get on it. And if you do and you didn't capitalize today, this is like a learning kind of curve in a sense for you to be like, okay, that we can start taking these trades. You know, there are trades to be taken, especially these continuations. I think we had SMT. Yeah, we did have SMT. Oh no, we didn't. No, that was bullshit. Yeah, our SMT was all the way up here. So yeah, this was just a beautiful trade. Beautiful continuation short. Exactly what I'll be looking for as soon as market open. And that's 2 days back to back though we've taken massive dubs. And obviously now market is just completely tanked. I mean, is it even showing my execution? See, this is the thing. Like, my fucking trade bit is... Oh, it's because I'm on replay. But I'm botting out. Yeah, there it is. There's my execution. It's beautiful. Okay, I think I closed about here. So yeah, banger trade, banger day. Literally nothing else to it. Just so clean. NQ is so clean, bro. I can drop a strategy video. I mean, I can also, I'm not gonna lie, I trade the same as PB, to be fair, very similarly. But a lot of it is discretion, and the reason I've been able to pick it up is because I have been trading for like almost 3 years, so I know every single concept there is. But yeah, I definitely look at getting into futures. Jesus Christ. Now foot this is. I entered a short here, closed at break even just before news, had a 5.3 stop loss, and I could have made like all my draws got here, but I would have made, if I wouldn't have held till that though. I would have held till here. Jesus fucking Christ. Insane. What a week. What a shit week. But a good week on the futures. So hopefully next week we get funded. If we get funded, that'd be sick. And yeah, like, this is what I'm going to be doing from now on. Trading futures in the afternoon, trading Forex in the morning. There's not really any trade recaps to go over on Forex, to be honest. It's just been a horror week. I mean, even coming into this morning, we had this 4-hour BPR to trade away from. We just inversed it and they came all about it. It's just absolute shit. But we are finally out of this fucking range. So it is looking good. It is looking good. We have so many draws to the downside, like just an unbelievable amount. It makes sense why we're coming down. We have this draw. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets taken today. We have this draw. We have this draw. Bro, this could be a nice week. We get a little fucking... Oh my god, next week could be so hot. We get a little... Oh, don't. But anyway, yes, thank you, banger. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next trade recap. Peace.